Hey everyone, welcome back to GKN. Sorry for the late video. It's been a really busy week, but there's a lot we gotta discuss today involving Mortal Kombat 11, my review on it. This is such a great game. We got a lot on Thursday. We got a first look at some characters returning, a couple of characters returning from MK9, and a brand new character altogether. We got a little bit of a gameplay trailer. We got a story prologue. We got some new features such as the Towers of Time, Fatal Blows, which is replacing X-ray moves pretty much. Also, the gear system is back. Looks great in this game. There's a lot we gotta talk about. I'm so psyched for this game. We're gonna start off with some character breakdowns quickly. We're gonna talk about Scorpion first. So, Scorpion is back, of course, no doubt. He's clearly the centerpiece of Mortal Kombat, and he's back looking badass as usual. I love his entrances where he's like weaving the fire sword, and you know those big flames bursting, and then he just pops out. I kind of miss the old voice actor, but this new voice actor is pretty good too. I don't know if it's Kevin Conroy. It doesn't really sound like him. That's what people were saying, you know, in the rumors and all that. But you know, he's back. He's got the spear throw with the teleporting. You know. It's the same old Scorpion, which everyone's going to be psyched to use, of course. And, yeah, nothing more I can say about Scorpion. Next, we're going to talk about Sub-Zero. So we got to look at Sub-Zero. I love his new design. Steve Blum is back, of course, to voice Sub-Zero. I actually love some of his new moves. He does this move where, like, he's shooting, like, little sharp ice cubes or whatever, out of his hand. It looks like it looked like he was using like a little gun or something for a second, a little ice gun. It looks really cool. It's good to see Sub-Zero back, of course. You know, another centerpiece of Mortal Kombat. Nothing too much I can talk about Sub-Zero either, but despite sorry, I started a little bit. All I know is I'm really psyched to use Sub-Zero like I am Scorpion and the other characters. They're going to be in this game. And next we're going to go on to Sonya Blade. For starters, I'd like to make an apology of what I said about Sonya. Well, I mean about Ronda Rousey, my bad. I remember one of my last videos, I wasn't too thrilled on Ronda Rousey being the voice of Sonya. I didn't think she would do a good job, but I am more than glad she proved me wrong. Ronda Rousey's voice for Sonya in this game is really good. It's not too much different from the voice actress in the last game. And, you know, seeing Sonya back's good, of course. She's one of the original characters. It's good to see what part she'll be playing in the story. You know, I don't really use Sonya much when I play Mortal Kombat, but it is great to have Sonya back. And I'm looking forward to seeing what part she plays in the story. And next we'll be talking about Raiden. So I remember I did a video on Raiden, how I thought he was going to be in this game. I won't get too much into that. I'll probably talk about Raiden later, more about Raiden in the video later on with the prologue. But I love Raiden's new like lightning blades. It looks awesome, and you know it's really dark and menacing. He's got that staff too. Like I said, I like his new design, of course. I really like this dark Raiden, and of course Raiden's one of the main original characters too. And looking forward to using Raiden, especially this time around. And next we will be talking about a couple characters that are actually returning from Mortal Kombat 9 into this new game. And we're going to start off with freaking Baraka. So Baraka's back. He's a fan favorite. I'm so psyched he's back. A lot of people were really upset we couldn't use him in Mortal Kombat X. He was one of the non-playable characters, unfortunately. You know, he's looking badass. He's got a different voice this time. It's Steve Blum, who also voices Sub-Zero. You know, Steve Blum's a really good voice actor. We got to see some gameplay. I like his blades, very detailed looking, and you know, his gameplay was really good. His fatality was awesome. He was like ripping faces off, eating brains, and Baraka's awesome. I'm so psyched to have Baraka back, and I know a lot of other people are too. And the next character we'll be talking about is Scarlet. So Scarlet was a DLC character from Mortal Kombat 9. I don't know, she wasn't really that interesting to me in Mortal Kombat 9. That's just my opinion. But seeing the gameplay of her in this game is a whole different story. Her fatality's awesome. Her gameplay's awesome. She's pretty much like bloodbend. She has blood magic given to her by like Shao Kahn. I don't really know too much about Scarlet besides like seeing her gameplay. She's really badass. It's really good having her in the game. Also, her fatality's crazy too. She literally drains, like for example, it showed her doing a fatality on Scorpion. She literally drains blood, like out of like Scorpion's face, for example, makes him in the blood spears, just throws him down, and then freaking punches his eye out. Like freaking Scarlet, and it's just really badass, and she can manipulate blood. It's gonna be really awesome to try her out in this game, and I've heard some people were really good with Scarlet in Mortal Kombat 9, and they're looking forward to her. I heard she's really good at mid-range attacks, so let's see how she is in this game. And next, we'll be talking about a brand new character I really want to talk about, and I'm really psyched about this guy, Garrus. So Garrus is a brand new character. We got to see some gameplay for him. It looks like he's working with Kronika. Yeah, so Garrus' abilities we have like never seen in Mortal Kombat before. He's pretty much mix Sandman and Doctor Strange together, and you just get this awesome character known as Garrus. Yeah, so he has, he kind of like bends sand a bit. He can teleport, so like he can make a sand clone, and if someone tries attacking him, it goes through that sand clone, and he can just teleport to the sand. He can also like restart time a little bit. So like, say he takes damage, he can kind of like prevent it from happening. He can take time off the clock too, which can really help. Say if you're in a long fight and say you have more health than your opponent, then you can pretty much win. So Garrus seems really broken. He seems like a grapple character too. Does a lot of grappling moves. Sometimes he can release these big fists. From some of the intro dialogue we got on him, it seems like he can't die. Like you can literally kill him, he'll just come back. There's like one intro where like shows his head on the ground. He just like his head just connects with his body again, and it's just like he's badass. We got a small look of him from the trailer when looks like he's going up against Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and he just freezes them in their sights. Yeah, and his powers are similar to the next character we'll be talking about. We didn't get any gameplay on her, but we did find out about that time lady from the first trailer we got in Mortal Kombat 11, and her name is, as predicted, Kronika. So, finally, Kronika is revealed. She has the power to manipulate time. I believe she's like the elder goddess of time. Ed Boon said this is the first female boss, like the final boss, legit. She's like the main villain in this game. Out of all the Mortal Kombat games, we have never got a female for a main villain, and I'm really looking forward to Kronika. We saw a little bit of her in the gameplay trailer, and we saw some of her at the end of the prologue after Shinnok's head is severed, and she talks about how Raiden has disrupted the timeline yet again. And she tells Shinnok that I forgot what she said. She forgot. She said something like she controls what happens, and it's only like a matter of time. I gotta rewatch that video again, but all I know is Kronika's the main villain. It's gonna be really interesting. I feel like she's gonna be a really hard freaking boss fight. She really is, because it's like you're gonna like, you might have the upper hand at one point, but she might like reset time, or she might freeze you in your sights. I mean, yeah, she's gonna be a hard boss to go against. So what it seems like from this game, her goal is to reset the timeline. Raiden has disrupted the timeline and has caused a big effect between good and evil, and this isn't what Kronika wanted to happen. So she's stepping in and she's like resetting time, and there's gonna be moments where you're gonna see old characters from the past go against their future selves. So it's you're gonna be seeing, like, for example, Kung Lao and Liu Kang going against their revenant selves. You're gonna be seeing a lot of that. It's really interesting what part Kronika is gonna be playing in this game, and she's gonna be a really interesting villain, I think. And next is actually a good time to talk about the prologue. So we saw like a 4 to 5 minute clip in the prologue, and we see Raiden torturing Shinnok. We finally get to see how Raiden is able to sever Shinnok's head, and it's really interesting. He just freaking tortures Shinnok, and Raiden, of course, very dark. You know, as I've predicted so far, Raiden's much darker character than he's been in the past. He's got the red lightning, you know, the red glowing eyes, and he's torturing Shinnok, and like Shinnok's like, "You should thank me, Raiden. Our battle changed you for the better." And you know, Raiden's torturing him, and Raiden's talking about how he'll destroy his enemies before they destroy him. You know, he says, "I will destroy our enemies before they destroy us." He's talking about, he's referring to himself in Earthrealm. You know, he's not just gonna like sit there and wait for Outworld and Netherrealm, or even Chaos Realm, which is actually hinted in the dialogue, for example, to attack Earthrealm. He's gonna go out and he's gonna destroy them before any damage happens to Earthrealm. You know, he ain't playing around anymore. Definitely a much darker character, and yeah, he ends up, you know, he's talking to Shinnok, and Shinnok's like, "How are you gonna do that? Not even you can kill an elder god." And Raiden says, "There are worse fates than death," and he just ends up cutting Shinnok's head off. Yeah, he ends up cutting Shinnok's head off, and this is the result, of course. Similar to what we saw in the ending of MKX, he can't even talk. He just lost his voice. He like a veggie. Yeah, this is definitely a worse fate than death. And Raiden ends up leaving, and at the end we see the entrance of Kronika, and she's talking to Shinnok. Like I said, when I was talking about Kronika and all that. So yeah, that's the result for Shinnok. I don't know if we'll be seeing him returning again. It's very possible with the time travel that any character can return, and so who knows? Right now, Shinnok's fate ain't looking good for him. And next, we're going to be talking about some gameplay. So the gameplay is great. There are some new gameplay mechanics. The graphics look great, of course. And there's actually 2 bars now. Instead of just using one for like, you know, like one whole one for like defense and offense, they're actually separate bars now, as you can see. One being for defense and one being for offense. Yeah, this gameplay, it's awesome. It's interesting to see 2 meters now, and also now we're gonna be talking about fatal blows, which is really interesting. They're replacing X-ray moves. So fatal blows is replacing X-rays. I love the fatal blows. You can only use them once per match. I guess I shouldn't really say it's a little unfortunate, but Fatal Blows is meant to be like that ultimate clutch move, and looks awesome. The cinematics it shows, it's similar to the X-rays, except it doesn't show like it doesn't really show much of you know, you cracking bones inside. It's more blood and gore than, you know, you seeing bones cracking. It looks really awesome. It's a really awesome cinematic moment you can now get in these matches. These Fatal Blows are really interesting, and now I'd like to talk about the Towers of Time. So the Towers of Time is a new interesting game mode. I can't wait to try out. You know, it's there's gonna be like different challenges like every day. They were saying some can last like hours after hours maybe. I noticed some of the gameplay where it would show, like, for example, you're fighting a character and like out of nowhere, like Cyrax's like, you know, green net comes out of nowhere and can attack you. So it's like you're gonna be fighting each other. And you're gonna be seeing like random attacks. It's like maybe it's traveling through time or something to attack you, I guess. And yeah, it's interesting. I don't know too much about Towers of Time yet. More is gonna be revealed about that, of course. And really looking forward to Towers of Time. And they brought other stuff back, like, you know, the regular ladders are back too. Of course, like, you know, those things, the fight towers, and they're never gonna go away. You know, the gameplay mechanics are awesome, of course. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. What else did I gotta talk in this video? Oh yeah, of course, the gear system. So they brought the gear system back. They brought that to Injustice 2. A lot of people liked it. Now we get to see it in Mortal Kombat 11, and it is freaking beautiful. Here's a good look at Baraka right now. As you can see, Sorry, I was having a hard time doing him. He's got this cool helmet. You can change his blade colors. Like, look at that. Some nice blue blades right there. There's plenty more customization, too, you can do for characters. Of course, you can change the colors. Like, instead of Scorpion being yellow, he can be, like, gray, for example. And I really wanted to show you the Baraka details on there. Like I said, really excited for Baraka to be back. Wow, that's really cool. You can do multiple blade colors. They won't look bony. They can look like legit sharp katana blades, for example. This is just beautiful. This gear system is beautiful. I'm looking forward to using this gear system. It's amazing. Also, another thing I forgot to add, the character variations are back, which I really liked in Mortal Kombat X, how you had like 3 different sets, and now you have more different sets. Some of their older selves, different versions, of course. This is going to be awesome. So, yeah, that's really great they have that back. And now I'd love to give my final thoughts and what to expect in the coming future. So, overall, this game looks amazing, as I have said multiple times, between the new gameplay mechanics, the new features, old returning characters, new character got revealed. The story should be interesting. Just so much to look forward to. We'll be getting some more stuff the end of the month, January 30th. And the beta comes out late March. So I will be playing that I will be playing the beta and showing off some gameplay. Hopefully next time I get a video up much earlier of some Mortal Kombat stuff. They're going to be revealing some stuff January 30th, so I'm assuming some new characters, of course, and they're going to probably start revealing characters more frequently, so I can do more videos on that and talk about them. Characters I hope return. I really hope Shang Tsung returns. I liked using Shang Tsung. It was great using Shinnok in Mortal Kombat X. He was a little similar to Shang Tsung, like using the imposter version was a little similar, but I miss using Shang Tsung. He's a really interesting character. I like him as a villain. He's like one of the first main villains we face in the Mortal Kombat series. You can shapeshift to anybody. You can drain your soul. He's really interesting. We'll probably be seeing some gameplay on Liu Kang, Katana, maybe Cassie Cage. Yeah, and some more characters. This game, I'm like speechless right now. This game is freaking amazing. It's so good, it makes the other games look bad almost. That's just how great this game looks so far. Stick around, hit the like and subscribe button. You'll be getting some more MK11 videos. Kingdom Hearts 3 also comes out at the end of the month. Stay tuned for that. We'll be getting some videos on Kingdom Hearts 3. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy the football playoffs. All right, everyone. See you.